Dear children, today we welcome you all on channel named as MCQ School. In this channel, today we are going to start class 10 science NCERT chapter number 1 chemical reaction and equation MCQ part 2. Already we have covered 20 multi-choice questions of this chapter in part 1. Further, MCQ School is going to cover all the chapter of class 10 science into 3 parts with total MCQ of each chapter around 50 to 150 MCQs. Let us start chapter number 1 chemical reaction and equations MCQ part 2. Let us start question number 21. Already we have covered 1 to 20 questions in part 1. The process of respiration is A combination reaction which is endothermic, B an oxidation reaction which is endothermic, C an oxidation reaction which is exothermic, D a reduction reaction which is exothermic. What is the answer as per you? So the question number 21 answer is C, an oxidation reaction which is exothermic. The food we take is having glucose and we also take oxygen through air, so that is converted into CO2 and moisture and heat. So in this case the heat is generated. In this the generation of heat is there, that's why it is exothermic, and because oxygen is used to convert glucose to CO2 and moisture, so hence it is oxidation also. The answer is C, an oxidation reaction which is exothermic. Question number 22. Consider following chemical reaction. Manganese oxide reacts with aluminum to form aluminum oxide and manganese. We have to find the reducing agent is aluminum oxide, manganese, or aluminum. What is the answer as per you? We know that reducing agent is that substance which helps to reduce or remove oxygen atom from the another reactant. Say like in our case magnesium oxide is having oxygen, aluminum helps to remove oxygen from manganese oxide. So in this case aluminum is helping to remove oxygen from manganese oxide, hence the correct answer is D, aluminum. Let us take question number 23. Reactions as below is methane plus oxygen forms CO2 and moisture. So options are redox reaction, B decomposition reaction, C endothermic reaction, D displacement reaction. So for sure it is not decomposition reaction, because in decomposition reaction the chances of having a substance on the left hand side, reactant side, which forms 2-3 substances on the right hand side as a product, so that is not decomposition reaction. Not there. Endothermic, in between heat is not written, so endothermic is not there. Double displacement reaction, it is not there because the two compounds must be there which must be interchanging their partners to make it a double displacement, so that is also not there. There are chances it is redox reaction. Let us see. We know that oxidation reactions are those in which oxygen is added or hydrogen is removed, and we also know reduction reactions are those in which oxygen is removed or hydrogen is added. In our case methane is converted to CO2, that means oxygen is added with the carbon, and hydrogen is also removed. In the case of methane it is converted into CO2 but hydrogen is removed in this case, so oxidation is there. Also oxygen O2 is converted to H2O. That means hydrogen added in this. So reduction is also there. So because oxygen and reduction both are happening, so such case is known as redox reaction. Hence the answer is a redox reaction. Dear children, let us take question number 24. For storage of fresh sample of an oil for a long time, which of the following non-gases can be used? A. Nitrogen or oxygen. B. Helium or nitrogen. C. Carbon dioxide or oxygen. D. Nitrogen or oxygen. What is the answer as per you? The correct answer for this is helium or nitrogen, because helium and nitrogen are inert gases and they don't react with food item and prevent the oxidation of food item, because oxidation damages the food quality during the storage. And in case of A, C and D, already oxygen is written, so that is not good for storage. Let us take question number 25. In this, iron is reacting with H2O in the gas form. That means it is in the steam form, vapor form, hot vapor form, and converted to ferric oxide and hydrogen. Which of the following statement about the given reaction are correct? A. Iron metal is getting oxidized. B. Water is getting reduced. C. Water is acting as a reducing agent. D. Water is acting as oxidizing agent. So what are the options are there in combination? First A, B, C. A, B, C. And second C and D. Third A, B, D. Fourth B and D. What is the answer as per you? So in this, at first A, oxygen metal is getting oxidized. Yes, because iron is converted to ferric oxide. B, yes, because water is getting reduced, because H2O, which is in the steam form, is reduced to hydrogen, from water to water vapor to hydrogen. Oxygen is removed in this. So in this, water is not working as a reducing agent, rather because it's having oxygen in hand, so water is acting as a oxidizing agent. So D is also correct, because it provides own oxygen to oxidize iron to ferric oxide. So hence the total answer is A, B and D. So let us take question number 26. Which among the following statements is are true? When silver chloride is kept open in the sunlight for long duration, it turns gray due to. Options are A. The decomposition of silver chloride and evaluation of silver. B. Sublimation of the silver chloride. C. Decomposition of chlorine gas from silver chloride. D. Oxidation of silver chloride. And options are A, A and C, B and C, or only D. So what is the answer as per you? Let us see the answer. The correct answer is A, the decomposition of silver chloride and evaluation of silver, because seeing the reaction, silver chloride converts to, after reaction, to silver in presence of light and chlorine gas. So hence, because it decomposes, silver chloride decomposes to form silver and chlorine gas, hence the correct answer is A. Neither of this B or C or D is there, because sublimation is not happening and decomposition of chlorine gas is not happening. It is silver chloride is happening, and neither the oxidation of silver chloride is happening. Let us take question number 27. Which among the following is getting reduced in following reaction? Ferric oxide reacts with carbon monoxide to form iron and carbon dioxide. So options are carbon dioxide, iron, carbon monoxide and ferric oxide. Which is getting reduced? What is the answer as per you? So we know that reduction is in which oxygen of reactant is reduced. So in the case of ferric oxide, it is being reduced to iron. Hence the correct answer is D, ferric oxide. Rest of things are not being reduced. Let us take question number 28. What shall be added in dilute sulfuric acid to form white precipitate? A. Sodium chloride solution. B. Copper sulfate solution. C. Sodium sulfate solution. D. Barium chloride solution. What is the answer as per you? So to understand uh, in which case the precipitate can be formed. So let us take all the reactions. Sodium chloride react with the sulfuric acid dilute to form sodium sulfate and HCl. In case of copper sulfate, there is no reaction with sulfuric acid. In the case of sodium sulfate, sulfuric acid doesn't react and there is no reaction. In the case of barium chloride solution, sulfuric acid dilute reacts with and forms barium sulfate precipitate and HCl. So barium chloride is the answer which forms white precipitate with sulfuric acid. Let us take question number 29. A dilute ferrous sulfate solution was gradually added to the beaker containing acidified potassium permanganate solution. The light purple color of the solution fades and finally disappears. What is the correct explanation for the observation as below? A. The color disappears due to dilution. No reaction is involved. B. Ferrous sulfate acts an oxidizing agent and oxidizes potassium permanganate. C. Potassium permanganate is an unstable compound and decomposes in the presence of ferrous sulfate to a colorless compound. D. Ferrous sulfate oxidizes due to potassium permanganate oxidizing agent. What is the answer as per you? Let us understand at first acidified potassium permanganate. That means potassium permanganate, it's already having acid with it, that is sulfuric acid. Is a dilute ferrous sulfate was gradually added. That means it is added with ferrous sulfate. So it reacts and ferrous sulfate converted into ferric oxide. So if we check the ratio of the iron and oxygen, it is increasing from 4 to 1 to 6 to 1. So that means ferrous oxide is oxidized due to potassium permanganate, which act as a oxidizing agent. So hence the answer is D. Ferrous sulfate oxidizes due to potassium permanganate, which acts as a oxidizing agent. Let us take question number 30. Which one of them is an endothermic reaction? We know endothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat is needed. This is options are A. Combination of glucose and oxygen to form carbon dioxide and water. B. Combination of carbon and oxygen to form carbon monoxide. C. Combination of zinc and hydrochloric acid to form zinc chloride and hydrogen. D. Combination of nitrogen and oxygen to form nitrogen monoxide. What is the answer as per you? Let us take A. Combination of glucose and oxygen. We see the reaction in this carbon dioxide and moisture and heat is generated. So this is exothermic reaction at first. Let us take B. Combination of carbon and oxygen to carbon monoxide. See the reaction. In this also heat is generated. So it's also exothermic. Let us take C. Combination of zinc and hydrochloric acid. See the reaction. In this also zinc chloride and hydrogen and heat is generated. This is also exothermic. D. Combination of nitrogen and oxygen, it requires heat to form nitrogen oxide. So the correct answer is D. That combination of nitrogen and oxygen to form nitrogen monoxide. Let us take question number 31. Which one of them is not a combination reaction? A. Reaction of quicklime with water. B. Combustion of magnesium in air. C. Heating of limestone. D. Reaction of hydrogen with nitrogen. Mind it that it's asking not a combination reaction. Let us check out of 4 which is not a combination reaction, but we know that what is combination reaction. In representation we can write A plus B converts to AB. So in case of quicklime, calcium oxide reacts with water, it forms calcium hydroxide, so it is a combination reaction, sort of A plus B to AB. Similarly, magnesium reacts with oxygen of air to form magnesium oxide, so this is also a combination reaction. D. Reaction of hydrogen with nitrogen, it forms ammonia, this is also a combination reaction. So except the C, calcium carbonate, that is limestone, converts to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Hence the correct answer is C, heating of limestone is the correct option. We have to find which of the above are combination reaction. So which one is combination reaction? So A. Potassium chlorate converts to potassium chloride and oxygen. B. Magnesium oxide reacts with water to form magnesium hydroxide. C. Aluminium reacts with oxygen to form aluminium oxide. 4. Zinc and ferrous sulfate forms zinc sulfate and iron. So which of the above are combination reaction? So there are two chance that out of 4 that they are combination reactions. So either we know that what is combination reaction. So as a representation we can write A plus B forms 2AB. So in our case, out of 4 only 2 reactions are forming single product, B and C. Rest of them A and D are not a combination reaction. So hence the correct answer is 1, B and C. 1, B and C. Let us take question number 33. Which of the following are exothermic processes? Exothermic process, we know that in which heat is generated. A. Dilution of an acid. B. Reaction of water with the quicklime. C. Sublimation of the camphor. D. Evaporation of the water. So out of 4, there are 2 are the correct answer, either B and C, or A and D, or C and D, or A and B. So what is the correct answer as per you? We know that exothermic processes are those processes in which heat is generated. So in the case of dilution of acid, say sulfuric acid reacting with water forms hydronium ion and hydrogen sulfate ion and heat. So this is a exothermic reaction. Second, reaction of water with quicklime, that is calcium oxide reacts with water to form calcium hydroxide and heat. So this is also a exothermic reactions. Third, sublimation of the camphor and crystal. Sublimation is the process in which solid converts to vapor directly, but this requires heat to this conversion. So that means taking heat means endothermic. So it is endothermic instead of exothermic. Fourth, D. Evaporation of water is also endothermic because this requires heat to convert water to vapor form. So hence the answer is A and B. That means 4A and B. Let us take question number 34. One of them is exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction, we know that in which heat is generated. So this is options are 1. Electrolysis of water, 2. Conversion of limestone into quick lime, 3. Process of respiration, 4. Process of photosynthesis. So what is the correct answer as per you? So in the case of electrolysis of water, water converts to hydrogen and oxygen. So in this there is no heat generation as such. Conversion of the limestone into quicklime. In this heat is taken to convert quicklime and carbon dioxide. So this is also a sort of endothermic reaction. Third, the process of respiration. In this, glucose reacts with the oxygen to form moisture and carbon dioxide, and in this heat is generated, energy is provided. So this, in the case of process of respiration, a person after taking food gets energy. Process 4 number, in the case of option 4, process of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide reacts with water in the presence of light, forms glucose in the case of plants. So in this there is no generation of energy or heat. So the correct option is 3, process of respiration. Take question number 35. In electric wire, so please note electric wire, reddish brown color metal is used normally. When this reddish brown color metal is powdered and heated strongly in an open china dish, its color changes to black. When hydrogen gas is passed over this black colored substance, it regains its original color, that is reddish brown. Based on this information, name the original metal and black colored substance are. Options are A. Silver and silver oxide, B. Copper and copper oxide, C. Aluminum and aluminum oxide, D. Copper and copper nitrate. So what's the answer as per you? So what I told you, electric wire. So in the case of electric wire, either copper or aluminum wires are mostly used. So because aluminum is white in color, it's not reddish brown. So there are chances that it is copper at first. The first material is copper. That means copper. So now if you see the copper material reaction with heating in a china dish in the powder form, it converts to copper oxide, so black color. So when this copper oxide is passed over of the hydrogen, so this reconverts into copper original form and moisture comes out. So the correct answer for this is copper and copper oxide. The second reaction happens because hydrogen is above the copper in the reactive series, and hence hydrogen is more reactive than the copper. We know the series. In this, hydrogen is above the copper, and this second reaction happens because of that. So let us take question number 36. Which of the following are endothermic processes? We know the endothermic processes are those processes in which heat is required for the reaction. So first, dilution of sulfuric acid, 2. Sublimation of the dry ice, 3. Condensation of water vapors, 4. Evaporation of the water. So A is a combination 2 and 4, B 1 and 3, C 3 only, D 2 only. So what is the answer as per you? So dilution of sulfuric acid. This is a process already we have discussed. In this, heat is generated. Sublimation of the dry ice. Dry ice is basically chilled CO2 gas in the solid ice form. During sublimation of this dry ice converts straight from solid state to gas state instead of being liquid in between. So it absorbs heat to do this. Hence, this is a endothermic. So at first, this is the first answer. Then let us check 3. Condensation of water vapor. Condensation of water vapor, whenever it happens, it releases heat. Such action is used in the paper machines for drying the papers. So this is sort of exothermic process. 4. Evaporation of the water. Yes, this requires heat. So this is a endothermic process. So this is used in the air coolers. So correct answer is A, 2 and 4. Let us take question number 37. The development of unpleasant foul smell and taste in food happens because of oxidation and reactions of fat and oil in old food with oxygen of air. This phenomena is known as A. Radioactivity, B. Rancidity, C. Acidity, D. Rabidity. So what's the answer as per you? The development of the unpleasant foul smell and taste in the food happens because of oxygen which is present in air, in which fat and oil present in the food oxidize to indicate unpleasant smell and taste. So correct answer is B, rancidity. Let us take question number 38. A white colored precipitate will be formed if you add common salt, that is sodium chloride solution, to which one of the following? So options are magnesium nitrate solution, second barium nitrate, third potassium nitrate, fourth silver nitrate. So which one of out of these, if added with common salt solution, forms white color precipitate? What's the answer as per you? Let us write equation for each of the case. Magnesium nitrate reacts with sodium chloride, forms magnesium chloride aqueous and sodium nitrate. In second case, barium nitrate reacts with sodium chloride, forms barium chloride aqueous and forms sodium nitrate aqueous. Potassium nitrate aqueous reacts with sodium chloride aqueous, forms potassium chloride aqueous and sodium nitrate aqueous. In case of silver nitrate, reaction with the sodium chloride aqueous forms precipitate, that is silver chloride white precipitate and sodium nitrate aqueous. So the answer is 4, silver nitrate, in which case silver chloride white precipitate is formed. The right answer is 4. Let us take question number 39. In this, 4 test tubes named as A to D containing different solution in a school lab test table rack having their different colors. Test tube A, blue color solution. Test tube B, green color solution. Test tube C, colorless solution. Test tube D, yellow color solution, in which test tube zinc sulfate is kept. So what is the answer as per you? So we should keep in mind blue color is copper sulfate solution, green color iron sulfate solution, colorless zinc sulfate, yellow lead iodide solution. So hence the colorless solution is zinc sulfate, colorless, that is C. Right answer is C. Let us take question number 40. This is a very important question. Solid quick lime or burnt lime, that is calcium oxide, react vigorously with the water to form calcium hydroxide along with generation of heat. This process is called slaking of lime. Calcium hydroxide dissolve in water to form its solution known as lime water. Which among the following is are true about slaking of lime and solution generated? A. It is exothermic reaction. B. It is an endothermic reaction. C. The pH of the resulting solution will be less than 7. D. The pH of the resulting solution will be more than 7. So out of these four, what are the two options which are correct? What is the answer as per you? So in this case, as we know that calcium oxide, that is quicklime, when reacts with the water, it forms calcium hydroxide in aqueous form and heat is also generated. So that means it is an exothermic reaction at first, not endothermic, it's exothermic. Next, because OH is there in the product, so in the case of OH ion, we know that it's a basic substance. So hence when basic substances are there, alkaline substances are there, the pH would be more than 7. Hence the correct answer is A and D. That means 4. That's the right answer. So children, we would meet on video of MCQ part 3 of class 10 science chapter 1 from MCQ school very soon. Thank you very much. Kindly subscribe and press bell icon to get notification of new videos from MCQ school. Thank you very much.